Da 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 da. Fuck!
Welcome back, or two, if it's your first time. For most of our listeners, it's probably their first time.
Or all of them.
Or all of them are their first time, to the Mediocre Company podcast, episode 8. Alright, if we both said that, that's good enough.
We gotta stop counting these. We're losing track. Episode number. Yeah.
The next one.
The one after the one before.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Where this time I don't have as much fun news for you guys, but we're going to talk about nerdy shit, your movies, your video games, your Star War, your...
Star War?
Yeah, there's
Just
the
the
one.
singular?
Just the one Star War.
God, what a peaceful galaxy.
Nerd shit. But right now I want to get something very important out of the way off the top, just so it's a steady...
I never trust these, ever.
just so it can be a steady downhill decline, just like our normal shows. So,
Okay.
George R.R. Martin tried on a third hat this time on Twitter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Fuck off.
He looked real good, guys. He looked really good.
Why do you do these things? Why do you...
Because I see them on Twitter.
He's just
This
wearing
week
hats.
On the George R.R. Martin Hat Watch.
Okay,
It's another one.
I clearly need to start sending you guys the links, because they're great. He looks so cute in those hats.
Like, is it just like a normal hat?
No, they're just weird hats. This one was a jester. It was pink and purple and had the bells, and he just captions them GRRM trying on hats part 3.
Oh my god.
It's great. It's great.
Oh, fucking hell. Alright, well, I'm glad that's out of the way.
But I actually do have a bit of news I found. There's a lot of shit happened this week.
Really?
Shazam is the next DCEU movie to start production.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm pumped.
The director is David Sandberg, who, if you haven't heard any of his work, he directed Kung Fury.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez, Rick.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Andrew, have you seen Kung Fury?
No.
Oh god.
Do I want to tell him to watch it? Is
Yes.
that something I want to
Yes.
encourage people to watch?
It's only like half an hour.
It's like a half-an-hour short movie, and it's about a time-traveling Hitler, and
it's
It's-
fantastic.
fuck. How did he get a
Oh,
job in DCEU?
It's directing Shazam.
Oh, fucking hell. I just imagine Shazam, like Billy Batson's fighting Hitler now, and it's just gonna be weird.
Yeah. So I didn't know this, but apparently when I told Clayton yesterday, because I was really excited, it's just common knowledge. Willem Dafoe is going to be in Justice League and Aquaman.
Cool.
Yeah. The character he's playing is Nudis Vulko.
Yeah, I don't know who the character is, but I heard that he was cast in the Aquaman movie. I didn't actually know he's gonna be in Justice League, but I heard
Yeah.
he was in the Aquaman movie for a while now, but I don't know who his character is for sure.
Yeah.
I think I read that he's just like an Aquaman follower.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't follow the locks though? Like
Look
fucking
at-
Jason
yeah,
Momoa,
look
it's
at that
beautiful.
Don't recall the article I read, but I wrote down Juggernaut 2 Deadpool 2 question mark.
Really?
So I think Juggernaut might be in Deadpool 2.
You think? You just don't
Yeah,
remember
I
what
don't remember the article. I don't remember what
That's
the details said, but he might be there.
Follow-up question going back to
That's
Shazam.
a fun place to include them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, Juggernaut's weird and Deadpool's weird and make for weird things. Do you know, is there an actor who's playing Shazam yet?
Yes.
Who is it?
Don't know.
Oh,
Not a name I recognized.
really?
Yep.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
Alright.
because I didn't even realize they cast the role
Yeah,
yet.
because I know Black Adam is The Rock,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they cast Shazam.
Oh, interesting.
While Andrew's looking that up, I think you guys might enjoy this. David Tennant has been seen on the sets of Jessica Jones Season 2.
Oh, fucking hell.
So we might get some more Kilgrave, whether it be flashbacks or he's a weird in-his-head memory.
The
sort of-
Hand brought him back for their plans.
Oh god, that's not what they would have wanted to do at all. That would have been terrible.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He could take down people.
Yeah, why would, that's bad.
Yeah, the only person who stand a chance is Jessica, and she can't take down Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Daredevil.
Yeah.
Well,
But she could probably take Iron Fist, let's be honest.
I don't know. He's a pretty good kung fu guy.
Not really.
I mean, he knocked Luke
He's
Cage like 40
supposed
feet across
to be
the...
the best.
Oh,
but it-
wow. I mean, he's no Batman.
No, but I think Daredevil could beat him.
I think so.
And
Why,
Daredevil's
didn't he?
not. I think so. It's we'll
We'll get to that
but-
later.
Yeah. Any luck, Andrew?
I am looking, but I'm not seeing anything confirmed.
Really?
Oh, I could have swore I read it. Maybe it was a rumor. I read it a while back. So
I read an article of like 5 people who could play Shazam, and it's like, oh yeah, those guys look like they could be a big buff yellow man, but
yeah.
yellow man, he's blonde. That's what I meant to say. I don't know how. Anyway, we're gonna move on from that. He's not a Simpsons character.
So on the
Or
news of
an Asian.
casting, I didn't write down the name because I didn't recognize it. But Stargirl has been cast for the live-action Teen Titans show.
Stargirl, you mean Starfire?
I meant Starfire. Why did I write Stargirl? I wrote Stargirl.
She's another hero.
She's in Legends of Tomorrow.
That's probably why.
Yeah. Starfire has been cast.
Wait, they're making a Teen Titans live action? What show or movie?
Show.
Really?
Yeah.
Where have I been? What rock have I been living under?
Is it part of the Arrowverse?
Not sure yet.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because, like, I like the Teen Titans, but I hope it's not part of the Arrowverse.
Yeah, I don't
'cause
think
there's
they
too
fit.
much to watch.
It'll go.
There's just too much.
If it's in the Arrowverse, I think it'll either be another universe, or it might fit better in the Supergirl universe.
Maybe,
Okay.
yeah, because
Earth 38 or whatever it is, because she's got a bit more,
she does have a Batman and a
Yeah.
Superman in it, so
and it's not as street level and.
not a street level. Yeah, I don't think the Teen Titans would really fit in with like Arrow and Flash.
No, I agree.
So, or it could be part of the DCEU. Could be they're the first like official TV show that's in like the universe
Yeah.
of Grumpy Man of Steel and cigarette smoking Ben Affleck and the goddess that is Gal Gadot.
Oh yeah. So you guys. Oh, before
Literal
I get to
goddess,
that.
actually.
Yes, you're right. The Han Solo movie has a name.
Go on.
It's pretty intense. Hold up, you guys, sitting and waiting.
Han
Han
Solo.
Solo?
So
One.
wait,
No.
before you announce it, this seems like a very Eric thing to do. You pump it up, and it's gonna be like Han Solo, a Star Wars story.
That's it. That's 100% it.
Han
No
Solo.
way.
Han Solo, a Star Wars story.
Well, you know what? I could have saw that coming after Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't expect much from their name. Like, I don't know what they could have gotten. Like,
I don't expect much from the movie.
yeah.
I mean,
it'll
it's
be
had a lot of
interesting.
production problems, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So far.
And the guy who's playing Han Solo is being a little bit of a baby because he can't improv on set the way Daenerys and Donald Glover can.
Really?
Yeah.
I
He's
heard
there
he
to
was
do
in-
his lines and they're all improving and he's not having it.
See, I heard he was he had, like they hired him an acting coach because he wasn't doing a good enough job. I read that a while back.
Yeah,
so.
that might be it.
Yeah, I heard that they had
I really don't think this should have been a movie.
No,
like,
me neither.
There's so many things that they could do. We don't need to recast a younger Han Solo.
Yeah. And what? We're gonna watch how he gets his vest?
No, I imagine it'll show them meeting Chewbacca,
Yeah.
which could be a good story. I don't
It
know. Like,
could
I'm not arguing that the movie shouldn't have been made. I'm arguing that maybe like they should have tore it down and started from the beginning and just done something else first.
Yes.
Seeing as all the issues they've had, like they've had so many issues with the actor, and they've had like haven't they gone through like 4 directors or something stupid like that and script
Yeah.
rewrites.
Yeah,
Like at this
something
point,
bullshit.
I don't know why they wouldn't push it back and bring like just a different anthology movie up.
The
forward.
Obi-Wan one that they've now confirmed.
Yeah, because I mean, Ewan McGregor would be so down to just get to work on that, or like anything really. Like they could do almost anything, but like with the trouble, like the amount of trouble they've had for this, instead of pushing out something that's not very good,
Yeah.
maybe they should have just. It probably cost a lot of money. That's probably why they didn't do it. But I don't know.
I mean, Disney has the funds.
That's true. Disney's not.
What did
for it.
Star Wars make $2 billion?
It's not. No, it's something stupid.
But on that note, them meeting Chewbacca, whatever they put to film is not going to be as good as whatever you have in your head, right? You have what in your head, the image and the pictures and the story of how you think it went down with Chewie and Han and how you think it looks, and no matter what they put on page is not going to be as good as that.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. See, that's the thing is just I just don't really know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
He said Amelia Clark's in it, right? Who's she playing?
Not a clue.
Oh, there's not a name for her yet.
I'm
Some
maybe.
beautiful lady.
That,
Yes.
That you know he's not going to end up with.
Or-
See, that's the thing about if you add a romantic interest in an anthology movie like this, it's kind of weird because you know they're not going to end up together.
They're not going to end up together, but what if she has a kid and then that kid pops up in episode 9 as in like I fucking hate all you solos and she wants to murder
Oh, that'd just be weird.
someone.
I don't know. That'd be pretty fucking weird, man. Having bastard children, that's more of a Game of Thrones thing than a Disney Star Wars thing.
Maybe, yeah.
Um,
Maybe they were married and she died, or
I don't know, maybe.
maybe this is the
Maybe that's why he's so cynical of everything, including love.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So you guys saw the Punisher trailer?
Was it just like the teaser, like
Yeah.
I saw that.
I mean, got me kind of hyped. He's shooting people.
What about you, Andrew? What do you think?
I thought it was fine. I didn't really show a whole lot to get me like pumped up for, but
No.
I found out that I believe the executive producers from Hannibal. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with
yeah.
it. They are the showrunners for Punisher, which I
Oh.
am very excited for.
Well, they did a good job on Hannibal, so.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm kind of with Andrew. Like, I'm not really any more excited than for Punisher than I was before watching the teaser because it just didn't really show
Yeah.
much. Like, it was cool, but like it didn't really show anything. So it's not like I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this specific thing to happen because it alluded to it in the trailer.
Yeah, for sure.
It's more or less like I can't wait for Punisher because he's the Punisher. And
Yeah.
he did a good job in Daredevil.
I agree. So now this is my last piece of news, and I wanted to save it for last because I actually think we could have some real good conversations about this. They've just confirmed a Joker origin movie taking place outside of the DCEU, kind of as an Elseworld, but an origin story nonetheless.
Like
And
it'll be like
before we deep dive into that, did you hear the second part of that news?
Oh, maybe not then.
Okay, so DC is now open to making movies that aren't part of the DCEU.
Yeah.
And pretty much right after that announcement, Matt Reeves, I believe it's Matt Reeves, who's directing like the Batman,
Yeah.
said whatever Batman movies he makes aren't going to be like part of the DCEU. They're going to be their own thing.
No, that he actually corrected himself on Twitter today, saying that I read his tweet and he said that his Batman movie is going to be more Batman focused and not have the in-the-face references to the outer universe. I feel like he misspoke, or he either wasn't supposed to say that and the tweet he did today was backpedaling, but
Okay.
his recent internet activity is saying that that isn't the case.
either way. That's
Okay.
weird that they're gonna start like giving alternate universes already.
Well, that would leave us to a lot of cool stuff. That might be why we're getting that Batman Beyond. We could get a Death of Superman, we had that. Superman Red Sun.
I guess, but I don't know. It just feels weird. And why a Joker origin story?
Yeah, see, that's what I don't like.
That's the best part of the
I-
Joker is no one knows where
I
the fuck he
hate
came
it.
from.
Yeah, me too. I knew you guys would have this exact same opinion as I. Because, like, the Joker doesn't need to have an origin. Every time he goes to say his backstory in The
It's
Dark
something
Knight.
different.
Exactly, and that's the whole appeal to him. Maybe he doesn't know, maybe he's immortal and he's just been bouncing around. Like, I heard a theory that he got in contact with the same meteor that gave Vandal Savage his immortality, and that's why he's still kicking around. Like,
I don't know,
Cool.
oh, he said cool. Okay. Well, in the one comic, I can't remember what it's called or how exactly it goes or whatever, but I think it's the Mobius chair is like the whatever, like the all-knowing. It can tell you whatever you want to know, kind of comic book kind of thing. And Batman went up and asked it like, "Who's Joker?" And it's like, "Yeah, we don't actually know."
yeah.
Which is like, it's like adds to that layer of mystery. It's like literally like no one knows who the Joker is. Like, there's obviously the big theory that came in,
Okay.
Killing Joke. What? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Continue. I thought the Mobius chair gave like 3 answers to the
Oh,
Joker.
yeah, it was something like that. Like, it doesn't know for sure. It gave multiple answers. But, like, that's the thing about Jokers. Like, there's the prevailing theory that came from Killing Joke, but, like, no one knows for sure where he came from or why he's doing what he does or whatever. Like, that's, like, one of the biggest parts about, like, why Joker's so cool. So, I don't know. Like, obviously I'll hear them out. Because
We're gonna see the movie.
I'm going to see the movie. But, like, it seems risky. It seems like a risky venture for an already at-stakes movie franchise.
Yeah.
Or movie, like, continuum. So, I don't know.
Now, will they recast? Will they keep Jared
I
Leto?
believe I heard that they're recasting.
Interesting.
Is that for the DCEU as well, or is that just for like this one Elseworlds movie?
From what I've heard, it's just this one for now.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I read that he is confirmed in the... Or they're confirmed doing a Harley Quinn Joker
Yeah.
love story.
Oh, really? I thought they were just gonna do Sirens. That makes more sense to me. But
I think
okay, so is this
gonna
gonna be a different Joker than the one that's in the DCEU then? Like,
I
is
would
this like
assume.
a different person completely who's being the? I don't know. This seems weird. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know, I
I'm
agree.
feeling sketchy for now.
I agree.
I don't know. I don't like the idea. Like, one of my favorite things about the Joker is, like, his pure insanity, obviously, and what we don't need to help improve the character is trying to humanize him.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's all part of the appeal. Like, no matter what they, like, do, like, oh, he was beaten as a kid, his parents were abusive, blah, 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 blah. these are just gonna make you feel sympathy for this unsympathetic, insane character, and that hurts the character. It doesn't like expand upon the mythology.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wary at best. So, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. What did they have a slate for that movie, or just announced that they were gonna make it at some point in time?
That they were doing it.
All right. So, well, I'm sure in the years to come we'll hear more.
Yeah.
Maybe hopefully they don't fuck it up too bad.
Well, that's all I have. If you guys have anything new, anything exciting going on in your lives.
Well, obviously we're gonna talk about Game of Thrones later, so I could bring it up then. But did you see the one funny video about the extra that they think they made mistakes in Game of Thrones this episode? Okay, you know what? Since it has nothing to do with the plot or really anything at all, I'll say it right now. So there's two things actually in the last episode of Game of Thrones that they actually fucked up on.
Oh yeah.
One, you can see there in one of the scenes you can see a truck, a pickup truck in the background.
I saw that picture.
Yeah, and another one is one of the wildlings who's fighting when against the whites and shit. They forgot to digitally add the white in, so he's fighting air. He's swinging his spear at absolutely nothing, and he's going ham too. This actor's putting his fucking best effort out there, and they forgot to digitally add in the whites, so he's swinging at completely nothing.
That's fantastic.
And I'm like, I saw those, I was like, what the fuck? Game of Thrones is making mistakes, but I thought they're hilarious because it's just. Especially the video of the wildling, because he's going ham. He's like swinging that spear. He's like fucking killing things, and there's nothing there. And it's like a panning scene where you see all the like main characters killing things. So you see all these whites getting cut down. There's wildlings like to the air. It's like I just want to be included, but they're not coming to me because I'm not a main character. They only come over here when it's my time to die.
It would have been great if we just watched if he got swung at a fake white and then just dropped.
And he dropped dead. His head flies off from air. It's like, holy fuck, the whites are invisible. Wow. Whites are invisible now. Ah! Anyways, I just thought I saw that on the internet and I was like, that's a meme right there.
Yeah.
That is a meme.
It's a meme in the making.
A meme in the making. But
making a meme. Netflix's new show.
Oh fuck, I would watch every episode of that. But yeah, that's my news that I'm gonna add today.
Nice. Well, if we got nothing else, we can dive right in.
It's today Defenders Day.
Defenders!
Whee! I don't know the theme song off the top of my head.
Just syllable noises. Shh. Good enough for me. Good enough for me.
Oh god, we're gonna get sued.
Well, if we get sued, that means Clayton was actually close enough to the theme for us to sue.
Wait. Wait.
It's not on Netflix. It's not on there.
You sure?
Yes, it would be on my nerd playlist.
You sure?
It's just the metal one that's not as good.
Oh.
I looked.
Just looked.
Whatever, fine. Before we dive into like what plot and what we think of it, I want to try and put our heads together and figure out the timeline where Defenders and the Netflix shows fit in the overarching timeline of the MCU, because I don't really know.
Did they announce that, or
they haven't really said it, but I want to see if we can maybe piece it together.
Well,
honestly, I've stopped trying to keep up with it at this point.
Yeah.
It's there's too many moving pieces, and I feel like the less I think about it, the less it concerns me.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's only a few reference points that we can really use. Like we
So
know they have to come post Avengers 1.
Yep. I think it's pre-Avengers 2.
All of it?
I think Defenders is stuck in the middle of Phase 2 MCU. I don't think it comes after that.
How long is there between Avengers 1 and Avengers 2?
In real life or in
No. In
See, I don't really know. Like, it's...
Does it go by year? Like,
I don't know.
Accurate to that?
The movies are Iron Man 3, Thor 2, Cap 2, Guardians, then Avengers 2. So...
Because I know...
They would have made a reference to the Sokovia Accords if it was post-Civil War.
You think
because
so?
they're superhero beings. You'd think it would be notable. They talk about it enough in S.H.I.E.L.D.
I guess. And Luke Cage is relatively public. Obviously
Yeah,
Daredevil,
I mean,
Jessica Jones.
Jessica and Luke are both public, and you'd think that they'd maybe mention, hey, we need to do these Sokovia Accords.
Yeah.
Well, Luke Cage,
no.
Jessica's powers are relatively kept under wraps. Like, she doesn't really show off her powers much.
No.
But Luke Cage is very obvious.
Yes.
Like, all of Harlem knows who he is.
Right.
So, but I guess you can also look at it like Iron Fist and recognize him. So maybe only Harlem knows who Luke Cage is. I feel like the government would pick up on it though.
Maybe.
Like Well, I just because Iron Fist obviously didn't know who he was because
Right.
he tried punching him a bunch and didn't work.
Yeah. But that's my biggest theory is it goes. They're all follow one after each other, but they're all really short times. So it's like. See, but this is where it gets confusing because Daredevil Season 2, you see the hole where the big building from Defenders was. So Defenders has to be long enough after Daredevil Season 2 that they could build an entire building, furnish it, and get it functioning.
Wait, where? What?
So you know
Where's the wall?
the hole.
The hole.
Him and Elektra go to a hole where they fight a bunch of ninjas in
Yeah.
Daredevil Season 2. That is the spot that they go underground in
Yeah.
Defenders. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the building.
Well, yeah, but I feel like
They have to have
is that,
enough time.
I guess that building isn't done yet. You're right.
Exactly, so they have to take the time to build an entire building, furnish
Well,
it.
see, the thing is, they do say that a couple months. Don't they say that a couple months passed where Daredevil was out of action? Like
Yep.
Daredevil went to
Yep.
into hiding. Like the Devil House Kitchen didn't come out to play for like a couple months at least. Didn't they say? I know they said the word month, so it was at least 1 month. I thought they said like a couple months where Daredevil wasn't like vigilante-ing.
Yeah,
So there has to be a couple months in there. I don't know how long it takes to make it an office building.
yeah. Like, Jessica Jones still hasn't gone back to work after Jessica Jones Season 1. So, like...
But she's an alcoholic, so that could be any amount of time.
Exactly, that could be a year, that could be a couple weeks. Like, I have no idea.
Do we remember how
And,
long? Oh.
Iron Fist was on a little vacation looking for answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they went off to wherever the fuck he went off to in the opening scene of the show.
That's malleable though, time-wise. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, if it's far enough that... Like, it obviously wasn't close enough that he could walk back to New York.
well, he went to Cheyenne. No, where is it? Oh, fudge, I can't remember. That's not important.
Yeah.
I think the best marker would be Daredevil's mentioned that he's been in remission for a bit, and did they say how long Luke Cage was in prison?
They didn't give a date, but he was enough time to get out of prison. Foggy's had a bit of a career bump. Like he's doing
Yeah.
quite well at his job, which can't.
It makes it seem like at least some time has passed.
Yeah,
I don't know. See, but even with all the speculation, we still don't really know the timeline of how quickly the events of the movies came. So it's still
like,
really hard to.
there's
put.
no reference to the big attack on the Triskelion in.
Would they really talk about that?
Oh, if you think that was in Washington and they're in New York, that's not like Washington D.C. is not too far from. New
Yeah,
York.
but I don't know. Like the Defenders don't have to talk about.
No,
it.
but I watch Easter egg videos, and there aren't any Easter eggs in the background taking point in like, oh yeah, do you remember that time 3 gigantic helicarriers shot up this entire building, and then this secret government we trusted in was actually Hydra?
I guess, but I don't know. I feel like they could easily get it. Like that easily could have happened. And
But
they
that
just
would be
didn't
in a
mention it.
newspaper. Someone would have to write like that.
How many newspapers do they show?
I don't know. They don't show.
Like they don't have to put an Easter egg in there for everything. that's
No,
happened.
but
Like if they want, especially if they want to keep the Defenders away from the movies for at least a while, like they could just intentionally not put Easter
yeah,
eggs
they
in
could
to
be.
keep it separated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, we know that at least a couple months passed, probably between the end of Daredevil Season 2 and Luke Cage, before Defenders started up. But with no reference point in the movies, we really can't determine where it would take place.
Yeah.
After Avengers 1, before Civil War.
Yeah.
And we don't even know how long there is between those, so...
Yeah. Exactly.
I heard that the... what was it? I can't remember where I read it or if I heard it or read it, but I think there's someone at some point said that there's a big jump between Civil War and Infinity Gauntlet.
I think so
Or
too.
Infinity War.
I think
What do
so,
they call
too.
it? Is it Infinity Gauntlet or War?
War is the first one.
And Gauntlet's the second?
Gauntlet's gonna be the second part.
Okay, so I heard there's a time jump, a relatively big time jump between those two movies. Not that it helps for this conversation,
No.
but pertinent.
Well, I might do some more research later on and get back to you guys, but that's just what I was thinking about during watching the show. I had a thought. Did you guys want to put this show in the ranking of our other 5? Like, just because we talked about that last week? Or did we want to save that to the end?
No, we'll save it to the end with the rest of the rankings.
Sounds good to me.
So, let's start delving into Defenders then.
Andrew, explain the plot.
Oh boy.
What happened?
Oh, why me?
Because Clayton and I have been talking a lot.
Yes, true.
Okay,
miss your voice.
basically, let's see, where's everyone at? Jessica Jones is drinking a lot.
That she is.
Luke Cage is in jail. Daredevil's retired, and Iron Fist is looking for answers, and he thinks that the answers are now in New York. So basically, for everyone's own personal reasons, they all end up having to deal with the Hand, which is the organization of ninjas that we've seen in many a past shows,
Mm-hmm.
over half of them.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they're all drawn to this one organization because in some way or another their lives are being negatively affected by it. So they reluctantly and not always cooperatively team up to try to take down the organization.
Yeah, that's quite a good summary. You're really good at this. I think you're going to be the honorary summarize shit guy.
Oh, God.
You're just throwing him under the bus because you don't want to do it.
That's where you're right, kiddo.
So yeah, well, let's start off like without like putting any hard ratings on it or whatever. What did you guys think about it? In broad terms.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good, light, fun time. It wasn't too dark and intense, but it wasn't like goofball-y and joke-filled. Like it was a good, fun time. They did a thing. They punched some people.
So somewhere between Man of Steel and Deadpool.
Yeah, that's actually a real good explanation of it. I was thinking somewhere in between Jessica Jones and Guardians.
Fair enough. That keeps it in the
Because it
internal universe.
wasn't rapey, but it wasn't like...
It wasn't rapey.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It also wasn't anything like Jessica Jones, so...
It's kind of. It was like I'd say it's like almost 1/4 part Jessica Jones. You're doing too much math in your head. Stop trying to derivative this.
Just take down the power of X. Alright, yeah, you know what? 1/4.
1/4. Give it an approximate.
Well,
Anyways,
a little squiggly equal mark.
shut up. Andrew, what did you think?
I thought it was good, not great. There was definitely some really awesome moments, as one would expect with this big ensemble show that has been years in the making. So obviously a couple of the things that happened, there was a lot of payoff, and it was really like fun and rewarding to see. But in saying that, there wasn't a ton that blew me away in the whole series. So that's why I'm saying it's not great. Overall, it was very good. I enjoyed it, but I almost wanted a little bit more, and I don't even know what I could suggest to make that happen. It's just nothing really like fucking blew me away that was like, oh my god, these last years of like this build up has like it's fully paid off. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
Nothing was like nothing made this stand out any more than other Marvel properties.
Fair enough, I guess. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. Maybe I'm partial because Daredevil's like my second favorite Marvel hero behind Captain America. So I've always had a soft spot for him. Anything he's in, I'll probably enjoy because it's Daredevil. And Charlie Cox does a good job. But I don't know. I really like team-ups and stuff. I find them fun. Especially the awkward moment when they meet each other. And like that's always like my favorite episode of the bunch is where they meet each other for the first time and they're all like awkward and shit and they don't know what they're doing. Like in the little Chinese restaurant. I found that hilarious. And it was... Elektra was in it a lot more than I thought she would be.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I mean, she's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Overall, I pretty much I bombed it out one day. So
Yeah.
obviously I enjoyed it to a certain degree. And yeah, I mean I will watch Defenders #2.
Yeah. I feel
If
like
there's
you
one,
bombed
I
it
don't
out in a day because you didn't want to study.
I got a whole entire. Did I do a practice test that day or did I do? I don't know. I got like 5 hours or so of studying done that day, which is about the average of what I did. So.
Yeah.
Still got my work done.
I think there was a lot that could be better, and I'm probably going to sound really negative talking about it, but I really did like it. There's just some things that I'm like, could have been better, could have been less the way they were.
Alright,
You know
what
what?
do you got in mind?
Here's my suggestion. The thing that I think I disliked the most out of the whole series was the Hand. I have never been a huge fan. They're not like compelling. I'm not like emotionally like attached or driven or affected by their decisions, and
Yeah.
I feel like it just like I couldn't get into the villains, and that made it hard to get into the whole show because we've been stuck with this organization for a little bit of
Yeah.
Daredevil season 1, a good part of Daredevil season 2, and Iron Fist, and
Yeah.
like I feel like they're just kind of shoving this lukewarm shit down my throat, and I have a hard time getting into it, just because I'm not super compelled by them or their goals or their leaders.
Yeah, see, one of my biggest issue was the hand as well, and I'll talk a bit more of it, my issues with them, when we kind of get near the climax of the show. But we had this threat of the hand. We know that it can destroy cities. It's the hand. And to me, it kind of felt like if it was all this build-up for Hydra, and instead of doing whatever Hydra built super weapons, they were just really, really good at making cappuccinos for Hitler. Like, this big, threatening league that really doesn't do anything. And, like, they're fucking... I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Their drive, like, what's...
Their drive works.
Alright, their drive, the whole purpose of what they were doing, to me, felt really underwhelming and boring. And...
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, this huge organization that's supposed to be this incredibly big threat, they just wanted to be immortal. They were, like, incredibly destructive in doing it. If the heroes just let them do their thing, I think they could have saved a lot of people, a lot of shit.
Well, we'll get to that, like I said, near the end, because I have some issues with the end, the resolution and climax of the show. But yeah, and did anyone else? I don't know. In a show that I've suspended a lot of disbelief, where there's a bulletproof man, there's a blind super sense ninja, and all that. When Stick was giving the exposition on the hand and said these 5 people left the Kung Lung to be the 5 fingers of the hand, I found that funny. I almost laughed out loud. I don't know why. It just sounded ridiculous.
Yeah, fair enough.
But so I've spent a lot of time trying to determine who was each finger of the hand. So Sigourney Weaver was the thumb because she was the leader. She had all the things she can do.
You think the thumb's the leader?
Yeah, well, your hand's useless with a thumb.
No, it's not.
Opposable thumbs is what make us important. You can't lift a cup easily without your thumb.
Okay, go on. I disagree, but go on.
The African warlord was the pinky because he was pure cannon fodder. He was just there. The Asian dude was the... Okay, try holding a glass full of water. Go fill up a glass, make a plastic one. Go fill it up, try and drink without your thumb. The Asian dude was the ring finger because he was there, but he wasn't overly important. Bakura was the index finger because you're still using your joint on your thumb. Oh, I disagree. I still think you need some of those thumb muscles there. But touche, you bastard. He succeeded. He used bottom 3. Bakura is the index finger because he kind of...
Wow, that's a funny way of saying Bakudo.
Bakudo. Ah! You know what, I'm not going to be... I never really paid attention to him. I didn't really like his character.
That's true.
He's the fucking worst.
Bakuda?
Oh my god,
Bakudo.
I hate him so much. He's
Yeah.
such a fucking sleazy piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's annoying.
He's the index finger because I have no other reason for him.
Oh fuck,
He's just
I hate
there.
him so much.
And Gao's the middle finger because when all the other hand fingers went down, Gao was just left standing up, flipping everyone off because it's Madame Gao.
Jesus.
Gao's the only one that I like.
Me too. I didn't mind Sigourney Weaver.
I liked Alexandra enough.
Yeah, me too.
She was pointless. She was an exposition machine.
Yeah, she didn't. I thought we were gonna see her
If she could
do
be a
stuff.
comic book character, she would be exposition woman. But that's all she fucking did. She just like, backstory. Ooh, Elektra, let me put my forehead on you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
See, I think Sigourney Weaver should be the index finger because that's like your go-to finger for anything.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna use one finger for something, it's the index finger you use.
I guess.
And then like the thumb is so like it's like so like what's the word? Like it has so like, you can use it for so many different things and it's like so fuck, what is the word I'm trying to find here? Whatever. But like I think the thumb would either be scary Asian guy who kills bears or Madame Gao because they can like they are like tools. They're like the tool that you use to get things done. Like the index finger coordinates, but like the thumb is like the powerhouse. You know, like I can lift a cup without a thumb, but like it's uncomfortable, and I could do it a lot easier with the thumb.
Fair.
So it's like, could I do it without, like, so that's why I think she should be the leader, because as the index finger, and then the thumb is like the thing that gets stuff done, which could be Madame Gao or Asian Guy, because Asian Guy seems really physically capable, whereas Madame Gao is like a lot better at planning. As for Bakuda or the rest of them, like, yeah, the black guy was literally there to make Luke Cage in the plot.
Yep.
That was his purpose, is to bring Luke Cage in. Could have been any single person ever. You could put any name or face on that guy. His all he has to do is hire a couple boys to put acid on dead bodies, and Luke Cage is in the story. Bakudo's annoying. I don't like him in Iron Fist, but I also don't really like Iron Fist that much, so, I mean, whatever. And then, I don't know, I kind of like Scary Asian Guy. Just because he was so scary and mysterious and Asian.
The Asian.
Wow.
That's, let's be honest, the scariest part of it all.
Yeah, jeez. He's good at technology, I guess? I don't know, I found he was cool. Although, he was, like, really the problem I have with Scary Asian Guy. What's his name?
Not a clue.
Okay.
Cannot remember.
My biggest problem with him is he was kind of, like, so topped up. Like, he fucking took down a bear in a 1v1 in the forest, but then he kind of just, like, lost every fight he was in handily. Like, he really didn't, like, do that well in any of the fights he was in. So that's my biggest complaint about him, is he was kind of, like, topped up above all of his capabilities. But, I don't know, he was kind of cool, because he did take down a bear, and he was Scary Asian Guy. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know where I was gonna go next. I got on the finger thing because you brought it up, and it took all thought away from me. So,
unless Andrew wants to keep on the finger talk, I have a couple compliments.
okay. Andrew, do you have anything to contribute to the fingers?
I think the thumb's the most important. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna start doing everything possible without my thumb from now on, just to prove a damn point.
And I know you will too. I know you will.
You know what I don't need to play League? A thumb.
But you know what you do need to masturbate easily.
I don't need a thumb to masturbate.
Easily.
Fair enough, I guess.
You can get real creative if you wanted to. Just
I don't need my thumb. I have a girlfriend for that.
God damn it.
Okay, before I get myself in trouble, let's please move on.
I found the theme really good. I like intros and music and stuff. I found it felt very similar to the Avengers theme, which I thought was a nice little nod. Kind of had that. I'll play them for you side by side. Maybe I'm just putting pieces that aren't together, but it felt kind of Avengers, and I kind of like that.
Oh, I can't even. For some reason, I can't get the Avengers theme in my head right now. So.
No, me either. I'm just thinking of Supergirl. I don't know why.
I have the Uncharted theme in my head.
Interesting.
I don't know why. Anyway, that's not important.
You know what? It's actually playing. It's queued up to play on my Spotify.
What is
it's the next
Avengers
one?
theme?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Not important.
Not important.
I thought it was really cool. For at least the first episode, we got to see every time they transitioned into another character, the scenery was the color of the character.
Was it?
Yeah. So it would be like. It would like
so all the Luke Cage stuff with black signs?
Yellow. So like it had a yellow background tinge. Iron Fist had a green tinge. Jessica Jones had a blue-purple tinge to the scene.
Daredevil's red.
Yeah, it would like Daredevil scene would end, and then it would be a transition scene, and it was kind of yellow. It would be like, all right, we're getting Luke Cage next, and then it would be a Luke Cage scene.
100% honest, didn't notice that.
I don't know. That's just one of the weird stuff that I noticed.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Stop drinking, damn it.
I'm parched.
You're a bark cue. I don't.
All right. Fuck. Yeah. I have some other things written down. One thing that I thought bothered me. Can the Iron Fist heal people? I'm pretty sure it could heal people in Iron Fist.
Did he heal someone in Iron Fist?
I'm 90% sure he did. Andrew?
I don't remember enough to have an opinion on that.
See, I couldn't remember, but I'm pretty sure he opened his hand and he healed someone.
I think I remember them saying that a trained Iron Fist could heal people, but that Danny Rand couldn't because he wasn't
Maybe that was it.
wise enough yet or
Maybe that was
whatever.
it.
I don't know. I don't know much Iron Fist comics, so.
Yeah, me neither. Because there was a lot of times, like, that opening scene where random civilian gets killed by random person that we don't know who it is.
Everyone knows it's Elektra.
Putting it in quotes because you're not supposed to know it's Elektra.
Are you not supposed to know it's Elektra?
I think it's supposed to be somewhat ambiguous.
Oh, I thought that was obvious as Elektra.
I knew it was Elektra. I think it's supposed to be ambiguous.
Don't they show Elektra before that scene?
That's the opening scene.
Is that the opening scene?
It's the very first scene of the show.
Oh, well, I guess I haven't seen it for...
A week.
No. 6 days.
6 days. But if he could heal, I was pretty sure he could just go, Zzz, tell me what you know.
I guess, but I don't think he. I'm pretty sure if he could heal, he would have used it on Miss Wing.
That was another part that I.
So I feel like maybe Iron Fist at some point would be able to heal, but he can't yet. Definitely can't yet, because he would have used it on Colleen. So.
Yeah, that's just a weird thing that bothered me.
Force heal.
Of all of these couple weird team-up shows that I've seen, them getting together seemed very natural. It didn't seem forced.
Yeah, they all had their own background stories and motivations
Yeah.
and shit as to why they're there.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, yeah, he's here for, like, because he has something to do, and then everyone else is here for plot reasons or convenience or coincidence. Like, they all had, like, a different reason.
Yeah.
That was, like, well-maintained, like, well-built up
Yeah.
to get them there. So, yeah, that was actually, like, that was good.
Mind you, because it was good and natural, it was slow.
Yeah, they don't get together for,
Yeah.
until the third episode.
Yeah.
I think, well, Luke Cage and Iron Fist do, and then Jessica Jones and Daredevil do.
Yeah.
All four don't, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it was basically just an 8-hour movie for me, so.
I agree.
So that's still the opening act.
Do you guys want to go through favorite and least favorite parts?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Do you want to go first?
Your idea, you
Sure.
go first.
My favorite part, like, hands down, by far, is the hallway scene.
Yeah.
Like, when they all first get together for the first time.
The Netflix shows are good with having people fight in hallways.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And especially, I fucking love Luke Cage and Iron Fist together before the other guys got there.
Yeah, when they kind of didn't
They
like
were
each
so
other.
fucking fun.
Yeah.
I didn't need your help.
The one scene where, like, the guy walks in with the machine gun and, like, Danny goes behind Luke and he gets shot, and then they turn around together and Luke's ready to fucking smash shit, then Danny lights up his fist. Awesome.
Yep.
I actually have a follow-up question about that I was going to bring up later, but since we're talking about that scene now, did anyone else catch the fact that they need Danny Rand alive, but they completely tried to shoot him in that scene?
Yes, they tried to shoot him a lot.
But they need him alive.
Yes.
Is that a plot hole, or am I missing some sort of convenient statement there?
Probably a plot hole, but to no prize it could just be dumb goons.
I don't know, I gotta hand it to them. That wasn't theirs.
No.
Was that an intentional pun?
Ah!
I love myself so much.
See, the thing is, he walks into that room and says, "I'm the immortal Iron Fist." I don't know how they don't, unless they just don't know what the plan is yet. Like, you think Alexandra would be like, make sure he doesn't die, we need him for later, because she has to know.
If there's one thing that you guys could do is not fire a lot of bullets at the not bulletproof guy we're gonna fight later.
I don't know. I mean, they probably just did it to make the fight scene look cooler, but whatever. I just caught that and thought I'd bring it up.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite part?
Oh, we're gonna go all favorites and all.
Yeah, why not go favorites and then shit on at the end.
Alright, well, let's see, favorite part. I'm gonna have to say that the fuck.
Well, my favorite
Yeah, you
part
go.
was the restaurant scene when they're all kind of like bantering and bickering and talking. You get a bit of good exposition without beating you over the head with it. We get Stick calling Danny Rand a bumbling dumbass or something like that, which made me kind of happy. So I think that was my favorite part. But I did enjoy all like the fight scenes.
My favorite line was from Danny, and it was,
I am Danny Rand.
I'm gonna punch you so hard, you're gonna see.
Yes, that was good. Yes. I want to see that happen.
That's the kind of thing I would say in real life to someone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give a different favorite part just to not like reuse that because I was thinking restaurant scene. I'm gonna say the fight scene in the last episode where they're all down in the little dungeon cave thing.
Yep.
That was a cool. Like the camera work on that one was really cool. How they didn't really cut. Like
It
they
was
flowed.
so dark, though.
Yeah.
I found it. I don't know. Turn your laptop brightness up. I saw it all.
Fuck.
Did you have your blinds open with the
You know
sunlight or
what?
something?
You know what? Matt didn't.
Oh. Alright, that's enough on the blind jokes. We're gonna have like one person who's like, oh, podcasts are awesome, I don't have to miss anything because I'm blind. He's gonna listen to this and be like, not this one.
So,
Oh.
if for our listeners keeping track at home, we've offended people with stutters, and we've offended the blind.
And I'm pretty sure I've offended all the races by now.
I'm sure there's been a couple ethnicities, like
Yep.
when you said Asian people are scary.
So now, if we can offend the deaf people, which is going to be difficult on an all-audio medium, but we can do it, I
Okay,
think.
well there it is.
If anyone's listening now, then I think we did it.
If anyone's
well, actually, I should say
signing with
listening. He's like, I really am interested in this podcast. Fred, can you sign this for me? Why aren't you signing anymore? They just said that blind or deaf people are cool. Isn't that awesome, Michael Deffer? Anyways, I don't know. The thing that I like most about the scene at the end, getting back on topic here, is just like I found the camera work really cool, where like it flowed between the fights. Like it wasn't like cut to Daredevil, cut to Jess, cut to whatever. Like it would like show them like all fighting, and then they'd be pushed into camera as it zoomed this way, and then it came back around, and it was like it made it look like one big fight scene, kind of like most of their hallway scenes and stuff like that, as opposed to like a bunch of disconnected fight scenes, which I don't know, they do that in a lot of their fights, but this one was so big with so many characters, I found it really, really cool. So yeah, there's that. That's all.
Do you have a least favorite scene, Andrew?
Let's see. There was one that I wanted to bring up, but it's slipping my mind. I'll give a couple more comments. I really like pretty much. I didn't like Danny kind of being a shithead the majority of the time, but I did like when he fought people. Like his fight against Luke and his fight against Matt. Awesome.
Yeah.
Was I the only one who thought Iron Fist's fight were better in this movie?
Oh yeah, show? I agree. I wanted to talk about the fight scenes. If you guys want to do that now, we can.
No, let Andrew finish. We'll talk
okay,
about it
after. So a lot of people hated on Iron Fist. I thought it was good. Like I didn't have a problem with it to the extent that other people did. Sure, there was a couple like cheesy bits and parts that like weren't the best, but I thought it was okay. In saying that, I feel like they listened to the fans and then just said, "Fuck you, we're making Danny stupider."
I kind of agree. Like
in Defenders.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I disagree. I found that Danny was the smartest of all of them in this show.
Really?
When I was watching this show, Danny's point of view is the one I agreed with almost the whole time. Daredevil was the one who was all like, "Oh, we shouldn't get together. This is stupid." And Luke was kind of with it, but then Jess was like, "Yeah, I don't do teams," and she walked away. I'm like, "You guys are idiots." And then they're like, "Oh yeah, let's just sideline Iron Fist." I was like, "That's a fucking stupid idea. Don't do that." And then they're all like, "Yeah, let's sideline Iron Fist." I'm like, Danny's the only one who's like, "Guys, what the hell are you doing? They want to split us up." I'm like I didn't think I'd ever be saying this, but listen to Danny. He's right. Like, what are you idiots doing? Why would you split up your team? Never split the party.
Rule number 1 of D&D: never split the party. I found so many party members that way.
I found while watching that show, I agreed with Danny in most of the arguments the team had. Like, I thought he was the smartest of all of them.
It's not so much the decisions that he made, because I do agree with you with that, because like he was the most like emotionally driven for good reason, and usually that would make someone make stupid decisions, but like he was making some good calls. But like just some of the stuff they made him say, like, "I'm gonna punch you so hard you'll see," as an example, and just like every interaction with like them in the restaurant, I'm just like, oh my god, Danny's such an idiot. But like it was fun, but then other times it's like, man, like what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you the fact that
I was torn, because like half of it I enjoyed because it was fucking hilarious, but the other half's just like, okay, I feel like they're writing you like this, then I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree with you there. There was some of the like individual lines he said, like as opposed to decisions that were kind of dumb. But I feel like that's just immature Danny Rand as opposed to like anything else. Just the fact that his character is really, in all respects, a child.
Yeah.
He is the Shazam of the MCU right now, who, if for anyone who doesn't know much about comic books, Shazam is actually a child. He's like 8 years old or something like that. He just transforms into a big guy, but we'll talk about that when Shazam comes out. But yeah, I don't know. It was fun though. Like, the immature side of me actually kind of, Iron Fist did it a bit too much. At first I didn't mind it, but after a while I was like, alright, this is kind of ridiculous. But part of me actually enjoys watching him be childish, because it's immature, and at times I do like a little bit of immaturity. Because I find it funny.
I agree with that point.
Hey. Although, to go back to something you said, I also don't want to give off the impression that I hated Iron Fist. I didn't. Just because I'm gonna like say that like the lowest ranked MCU show that I've watched so far is Luke Cage in my opinion, and I was still like a 6 or maybe even 7 out of 10 on a normal person scale. Like I don't hate it, and so that seeing as I give Luke Cage 6 or 7, Iron Fist only goes up from there because it's the next one up on the list. It's just compared to the other Marvel stuff that I rated it relatively low. Yeah. By itself as a show, if the MCU wasn't a thing and Iron Fist was its own individual show, I would quite have liked it.
Yeah.
It's just compared to the other ones, like anything compared to Daredevil they'd have to really fuck up Daredevil for me to rank that low. But by all means, like it's just compared to the other Marvel things that I ranked or Iron Fist, sorry. Excuse me, lower. Not in general, because like I mean, when it comes to the choreographed fights, they were a little bit cheesier, not as good as Daredevil's. But compared to like some of the shit you see in the Flash CW show, it was amazing. So yeah, it's just the scale of comparison as opposed to the fact. I do not hate Iron Fist.
Hey! Did you say shitty things in the Flash TV show?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect.
I gotta disagree with you, but I'll give you all my grievances when I'm done.
As a person who hasn't seen the Legends of Tomorrow season 2, of the recent seasons, counting Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl, I didn't like the Flash. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
I'm
almost caught up.
Love the Flash. We're not getting into it.
Not right now. We'll do it later. We'll do it later when we have that themed episode. He sounds so heartbroken.
One of the things I disliked the most about the show was Elektra.
Okay.
I like the Elektra character as a general rule, but she was, again, built up to be the Black Sky. She'll take down cities. You'll get used to seeing them fall, said Sigourney Weaver in the show. And all she did was guide Iron Fist into a wall. She actually didn't do anything to help destroy a city.
Well, she killed Stick.
Yeah, but she didn't destroy the city. Like,
no.
Okay, so
but see, I don't think her goal was to destroy the city.
Okay, so here's my ultimate problem with the show was this big city-destroying event was mining dragon bones underneath the city, which will destroy the structural integrity of the underground of New York and make it crumble. That is how they plan on destroying the city. They weren't going to use a super weapon like in Arrow Season 1. They weren't going to use an army like Arrow Season 2. They weren't going to destroy it by ninjas like Arrow Season 3. They weren't going to use Damien Dark's nuke like Arrow Season 4, which are all crime-destroying city shows. They're just going to Indiana Jones out some fucking dragon bones, and the city was going to fall.
Yeah, the science there is a bit shady.
All Elektra was doing was putting Iron Fist's fist into the keyhole of destroying a wall to get them in. She wasn't actually going to have to destroy a city, which I think was a little bit of the part of the underwhelming thing of the villains of the show.
Well, see, the thing is, they kind of make it seem like they want to destroy the city as, like, one of the reasons why we shouldn't like these villains is like, oh, they're going to destroy New York.
Yeah.
He's supposed to care about New York for some reason. But, like, honestly, New York was, like, not even their focus. They didn't care either way about New York. It just happened to be conveniently, New York just happens to be the city that's for some reason sitting over top of the gate to Kunlun for whatever reason. Why is it New York every time?
Well,
who knows? But.
Well, they said in the show that they destroyed Pompeii and Chernobyl to do the same thing.
Yeah, but I guess.
So there were clearly dragon bones underneath there that they Indiana Jones'd out, and the whole thing came crumbling. Like,
and then they called it nukes and lavas. And stuff. It seems weird though. Like, why does mining dragon bone weaken the city's foundation so it falls apart? Exactly?
Apparently, dragons are just when they die, they hold up cities.
When
a dragon dies, true story, they bury themselves deep underground and then get ready to brace the ground above them for the rest of eternity.
So,
true story.
If the dragon hadn't died, New York wouldn't be a city?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, that seems fake. Anyways.
So, moral of the story...
one thing I want to ask you guys...
Yeah.
Actually, continue, and then I'll go after.
Oh, the moral of the story is don't kill dragons and punch your fists into their molten hearts.
Well, we'll talk about killing dragons later today.
No!
Too fucking soon!
Well, we're gonna have to talk about it at some point today anyway, so might as well get the jokes out of the way now.
Protecting the waivers.
Aw, you guys are making me so fucking sad today.
Chirping the Flash CW show and talking about Viserion getting his neck shot by a icicle. By a glorified icicle.
Oh, the memes following that episode were great.
Oh boy.
The Olympic gold medals javelin, and it was just the podium of the Night King. We'll get back to that. What did you have to say about Defenders, or your question?
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and then we'll open up to a little bit more discussion.
Yeah.
In Daredevil season 2, how did you guys feel about Elektra?
She was fine, but she wasn't great. The thing about, I've never seen any iteration of Elektra in any medium, not just TV or movie, where I've been like, oh, Elektra's awesome, but she's also just so almost inconsequential as a character that I never really hate her either.
Yeah.
She's, as Elektra, even though she is technically her own comic entity, is honestly Daredevil's love interest, and that's about it.
Yeah. It's hard for me to ever enjoy Elektra, because
You know she does.
I know she dies. Her main plot point in almost every comic she's been in is to die. She's bred to die.
Which is why it kind of like cements it as that she's literally just Daredevil's love interest. She's not really her own character.
She was good.
Like.
I liked the actress who played her. I think she did a good job. I think she was written well. But she's gonna die. I knew she was gonna die. It's underwhelming at the end of it.
Yeah, well, actually, question about that after, right? Yeah, I don't know. Elektra as a character just never does impress me because, she's not like, you know, Harley Quinn, who's like Joker's love interest, but also has her own unique stories.
Mm-hmm.
She's only really ever Matt Murdock's fatal love interest. So,
except for that Jennifer Gardner movie that was really, really bad.
well, she's also Matt Murdock's. Oh, the solo movie.
In the Elektra solo
Haven't
movie.
seen it.
It's rough.
Anyways, you obviously brought that up because you probably were going somewhere with it, Andrew. So let's hear yours now.
So I really enjoyed her in Daredevil season 2. I love the dynamic between her and Matt. Like, I like the flirty, like, morality contrast, and I think it's a lot of fun. I thought it was interesting to see her at the start of the Defenders, just kind of like this blank, fucking trying to be a murder machine. And I thought that was cool. But then, like, they inexplicably just, like, okay, oh, she's starting to talk, and, like, she's starting to grow. And then it just became, like, this blank, like, nothing character, and I feel like they wasted a lot of potential. And then my big question is, at the end of, like, the finale, she starts being flirty again. Like, where does this come from? Like, does she just remember it all of a sudden? Like,
Yeah.
her character just, it went back and forth and, like, all over the place, and I was confused, and I felt like they kind of just took away what was good and just replaced it with this kind of gray character, and I wasn't thrilled.
Okay, well, two things I have in response to that. One, in regards to Defenders, I was under the impression that she started remembering Matt from the beginning, or essentially like from episode 3 or whenever they meet.
When she hesitated.
Or episode, 2, 3, 2?
I think 3.
Whatever one. I was under the impression she started remembering that in that one when she first saw him, and then it kind of just evolved. My biggest complaint with it was it felt like an unnatural character turn, where she, like you said, she seems like this kind of blank person who isn't, like, has to, like, learn and how to, like, be anything because she's, like, a blank slate. And then all of a sudden, my complaint is, like, she's like that. She's kind of like a gray character where you feel like she's only being manipulated because she doesn't actually understand how anything works. And then all of a sudden, she's killing the main villain, and she's downright evil.
Yeah.
I felt like that was my complaint, was the fact that they took her character from a place of grayness, basically, which I don't. Eric knows, and I don't know, anyone else will probably find out eventually. I love gray characters. I think we both do here in Guelph. We love gray characters because you don't know whether to cheer for or against them, and there's an aspect of both.
You're
but then
on Greyjoys.
exactly. But then they turned her from the gray character who you don't really know what's going on into her mind into almost like it seemed like a fake kind of evil villain. Like it seemed almost fake how evil she became out of nowhere, and with honestly it seems like no reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, why did she kill Alexandra all of a sudden, and why did all of a sudden, after not killing Matt so many times, is she just super evil again? Like, that was my thing, was like, why is she so evil all of a sudden? because it didn't really
And
build her
then
up like that from the
there
beginning.
was one scene with her and Matt, like, after their fight was pretty much over, where it seemed like she was normal again.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I'm confused as to what you're trying to do here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand exactly how her character, or why or how her character was switching around so much in the moods. And then another thing, just to follow up, a smaller second thing, is in relation to Daredevil Season 2, I did enjoy Elektra, but I also found that there was a bit too much of Elektra and Daredevil's dynamic. At first I enjoyed it, but then I felt like they kind of shoved it down my throat a bit. And I haven't watched Daredevil Season 2 in a while, so obviously I should just remember, I remember thinking this is like, it seemed like kind of, like, it was good at first, and then they kept shoving it down your throat, and you're like, okay, that's cool, but progress the plot line as opposed to going back and showing how Matt and Elektra work.
Flashback again.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways,
Might as well be Arrow just in everything.
shut up. But yeah, I don't know. That was my weird plot point with Elektra, was why is her character switching around so wildly and like without building it at all, I guess.
Yeah.
I hate to be the stickler here, but we are getting relatively late in the time. We still have to get into Game of Thrones, so did we want to like start rating it or whatever? Because
I have one more thing that I wanted
let's
to...
give our like quickie last thoughts, and then we'll rank it.
Okay.
Sure thing.
I'll speed through the two more things I had written down. I thought they did a really good job with the fight scenes, where they had the pretty fighters up at the front, and then the brawlers in the back.
Luke and Jess.
They had Luke and Jess punching people real hard in the back, where they had Luke Cage, what's the blind one's name?
Daredevil.
Daredevil, and Iron Fist having their kung fu, and it looked really nice. And second, Misty Knight finally lost her arm.
Finally, as if that was
It's
built up.
enough. It's been about time.
She doesn't have an arm in the comics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was hinted at a lot that she was going to lose her arm in Luke Cage and didn't. So
What?
Yeah, it was cut like what, she like stuck her arm through a thing or something, went near by a wall and almost took her arm off. There's at
She
least
got cut and she was bleeding out from her arm.
Yep.
And,
Yeah,
like,
maybe
there was
I
like at least 3 things.
So in the comics, she gets a robotic arm.
Maybe I just didn't pick up on that because I didn't know she lost her arm in the comic.
Yeah. I think it'd be really fun if she got a cool Stark arm.
I guarantee she will.
But I'm not sure if she will, because they'll have to somehow bring Stark in. But I think
Stark Tech.
Yes,
It's like the Wayne Tech of MCU.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, in Luke Cage, they brought in Hammer Industries.
Yeah, exactly. So just to have Danny Rand throw out an offside comment being like, "Oh yeah, we bought this from Iron Man," right?
Yeah, exactly. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a nice little
that's
illusion.
exactly what he'd say too.
Yeah, that's what a 10-year-old would say had he bought a robotic arm.
No. Here, use this arm. I'm Danny Rand. We bought it from Iron Man.
True.
I'm the Immortal Iron Fist. Here's an arm.
Use this arm from me, Danny Rand, the Immortal Iron Fist. By the way, Iron Man.
Protector of Kunlun.
Danny Rand.
Oh god. Alright, so yeah. The one last thing I want to say about Defenders was, what do you guys think of them killing off Alexandria out of nowhere? I mean, obviously we just went over like how we thought it was weird, or I thought it was weird that Elektra did it, but like overall, I didn't see it coming at least.
No, I
was
did
out
not
of
surprise.
So that was cool. I do like being surprised, and I did not predict that at all. So that was fun. I thought I'd mention that. Any last thoughts, Andrew?
Would you like last thought conversation? The ending. So like,
Daredevil.
okay.
Good, thank you. I have something I want to
Elektra,
say.
Gao, and Matt, they're all alive, I'm assuming. We know Matt is.
Yeah.
Didn't Gao get out?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Elektra and Matt who
But I think Danny's going to be guilted because him and Matt weren't exactly on great footing. So I think he's going to try to defend Hell's Kitchen.
And then
That's
hopefully
my
get a
theory.
fucking suit.
Yeah, wear a costume, man. It's getting ridiculous. Actually, I guess none of them were except for Daredevil.
Yeah, but I thought they were going to give Iron Fist this
At the
costume at
last
the end.
scene?
Yeah.
So did I.
But nope.
I was hoping they would.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if they were going for, like, Danny's going to kind of take over for Matt while he's quote-unquote dead, like, they could have ended it like how they ended Daredevil Season 1 with him getting the suit and, like, doing the cool stand on the
The
building.
cool stand.
Or just parkouring on a rooftop somewhere.
You want to know why they didn't do that?
Yeah.
Because if Danny got a suit or a costume, he'd have to stop telling people he's both Danny Rand and the
True,
Immortal
you
Iron
would just
Fist.
have to tell them he's the Immortal Iron Fist
He'd show up
twice.
He'd show up. He'd be like, "I'm the Immortal Iron Fist," and
I'm dead.
oh shit,
I mean-
I'm the Immortal Iron Fist.
You know what they should
I'm the
do?
Immortal
They
Iron
should
Fist.
give him like the classic comic costume.
Yep.
But then on the back, make it like a jersey. So it's like
Danny
Rand.
Rand number 13.
That's good.
Oh god.
Okay, so Daredevil is dead, but he's not dead. He's alive.
Yes.
So the one nurse or nun says he's awake. Go get Maggie.
Keeps her eyes closed.
Maggie in the comics is off. Like his mother is named Maggie. So who is a nun? So
Really?
yeah, from the
know that.
videos that I've seen and some research that I've done, he's probably gonna meet his mother.
That's weird.
Now, I heard a cool theory on another podcast, and I just want to give you guys the option. They said one of two things is going to happen. He's either going to wake up and there's going to be nothing wrong with him and he just survived a building collapsing on him, or he's going to wake up.
See.
Yes, he's going to see but have none of his Daredevil powers. Do you guys...
Oh, I hope that's not how it goes.
Do you guys have an opinion on that either way?
If they take away his Daredevil
I
powers,
think
he's
he's
sad.
gonna be fine.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think they take away that. That's like the staple of his character. That'd be like making Spider-Man unable to crawl walls.
What, Spider-Man 2? He lost his powers in Spider-Man 2. In the comics,
But he got
Daredevil...
them back.
Yes, Daredevil would get them back.
Well, how the fuck would he get him back? Why would he lose his sight again?
I don't know.
You're gonna-
Concussion-like
Can he
symptoms.
spill fucking ass on his face again?
But-
That doesn't make sense.
In the comics, he gets his sight granted back to him with, I think it was magic, and the panel is really, really very amazing. He goes up, and you just see, it's just like a POV, and he knocks on a door, and the door opens, and it's Foggy, and Foggy's like, Matt, what are you doing here? He's like, I just wanted to see you one last time. I just wanted to see you, and then the panel fades to black as he loses his eyesight again, and I just think they could do a really good scene like that. Yeah. How...
Foggy's too good for this world.
He really is.
Oh my god.
So, like, how good of a scene would that be in Daredevil Season 3? If, like, in the first 2 episodes, he gets his eyes back. He gets to have a nice, normal life with Karen. He gets to...
For all of a week.
He
Not
gets
even.
to see that she's kind of pretty, but kind of weird looking at sometimes in certain light, because, I don't know, I don't find her that attractive.
Oh, I do. I think she's pretty good.
kind of weird looking.
I give her like an 8.
I give her a 7. I give her a soft 7.
I give her like a...
Yeah,
A Rex
hear that?
8.
We make fun of races, we make fun of disability people.
We
and
make fun
we
of everyone.
judge women.
And Eric's... You're objectifying women, damn it.
I'm sorry.
I guess you just crack cold ones with the boys, too, instead of
Well-
holding doors for women?
You know what? I've occasionally cracked a cold one with or without the boys.
You know what?
So-
You just have no respect for women, do
You
you?
know what? I don't want to say yay or nay, but...
Alright, they're
yay.
Trump. Okay, let's move on. Fuck.
Here's the last thing I'm gonna say about it. There's no fucking way that Foggy and Jerry Hogarth are good enough to get all 4 people off of domestic terrorism. There's no fucking way they're that good.
You know what? You don't talk about Foggy like that. He is a fantastic lawyer. He could convince
They
me
all
to
saw
take
them
in
in
the
the
ass.
building and they know who took the C4.
Yeah, but the police didn't file the reports, so they can't charge.
Terrorists.
There was no witnesses.
Except for cameras.
There was no witnesses.
Okay, anyways, do you guys want to rank it and give a rating?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now, seeing as this is like the first thing we've ever ranked that we haven't all been in agreement that is really good, should we give it real rankings or should we just stick with the nonsensical ones?
I think we should stick with the nonsensical rating, but I think we should rank them in
Okay.
our like
Order.
in order of the other Netflix shows. So like we'll have 6 best
Okay.
to worst sort of thing.
Alright, fair enough. Who wants to go first?
I can.
Okay.
I'll say pretty much keeps it the same. Daredevil season 1 at the top. Jessica Jones in a very close second. The first half of Daredevil season 2, Defenders. Second half of Daredevil season 2 and Iron Fist are about tied. Daredevil season 2 taking it by like maybe 0.1% of this whatever made up numbers I'm doing, and then Luke Cage.
Okay. And then what's your rating?
And
yeah.
I give it 7 suitcases of C4. Andrew, what did you think?
Okay, so I thought it was good. I'm going to put my rankings: Jessica Jones, Daredevil season 1, Daredevil season 2, Defenders, Iron Fist, Luke Cage.
Cool.
And then for a rating, I'm going to give it 4 fingers of the hand.
And 1 thumb or no?
No, thumb's on a finger, bitch.
I know, that's what I was asking.
Plumbles.
And 1 thumb. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 fingers of the hand, but the thumb's better.
God.
I like it. Clayton?
Okay, so here's where it gets kind of gray for me. Daredevil season 1, JJ, and then I haven't seen Daredevil season 2 in a long enough time. I don't know which one comes first for me between that and Defenders. So I'm gonna give that as like a tie for third as of now until I watch Daredevil season 2 again to determine that, because it's just been so long. And then Iron Fist and Luke Cage at the bottom there. So I don't know when I'm sure I'll watch it again at some point. When I watch Daredevil season 2 again, I'll determine which one I like better, and then I'll just shoehorn it into whatever episode we're watching or we're making at that time.
Sounds good.
Even though it won't make no sense, I'll be like, by the way, we're talking about Batman, but Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Defenders, whatever, you know.
Or you'll forget.
Or I'll forget and never talk about it again. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, and then for a rating, I'm gonna have to give it 7 dismembered arms.
I like it.
Did they ever find her arm?
Whose arm?
Misty Knight's.
Probably.
I would have liked a blooper scene where they pick it up, and it's
What bitch?
I don't know. I just feel like if I saw an arm on the ground, I'd pick it up, and maybe like have fun with it, give myself high fives like Buzz Lightyear does in Toy Story, Star Wars. What the fuck? Except for it'd be a lot more grim because it's a human arm that's bleeding and shit. Anyways, Game of Thrones.
Jeez.
Fucking drones.
Flawless segue.
I'm really good at segueing. It's almost like I'm a
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
yes.
Cool.
So what do we think about this episode of Game of Thrones, boys?
Wow. Holy.
I like this episode for the same reason I really like the Defenders. I love the people getting together and seeing them together for the first time, and just all the conversations that were had.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Tormund and Sander.
Yep.
I cried.
They were good.
I want them to get together. I ship it.
Wait, Tormund and Brienne or Tormund and Sander?
Sandor.
I mean,
Okay.
I think the Hound's gay anyway. I think that in my personal opinion.
What the
I've
fuck?
told you this.
What?
Have I not? I mean, have I told you this, Andrew?
No.
Oh,
What the fuck are you talking about?
I think the Hound's gay.
Based on what?
Hasn't raped Sansa. He was.
He's like the only one at this point.
Yeah, but he never once
So wait.
tried.
If you don't rate people, you're.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But he just never had.
Faggot.
He never did anything like that. Like, maybe he's just a really good guy deep down, but I've never got that as his character. He'll murder a small butcher's boy, no problem. He has no morals like that. I just don't think he was ever attracted to a female. I just have.
Then when he just raped boys instead?
He might, but that's gonna be frowned upon in that universe, so he's gonna not want to bury that and hide that.
Isn't raping? I guess not. It's Game of Thrones.
It's right, exactly.
Raping's
So
like fine.
it's not an important plot point or revelation at all. My just opinion of the Hound is that he's gay.
No. If anything, I'd just say he's asexual.
Yeah.
I would agree with asexual.
All right, I'll gladly accept that.
Because I don't think he wants dick in the ass. I guess maybe he's a giver, but like
Hey, you don't know.
I just don't get any sexual vibes from him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just no, it can't come up with the burning pine. Never mind.
Yeah, but I was like on the edge of my seat when Tormund was going. I was gonna get
I was
real fucking upset. I was slapping my girlfriend's
boy.
feet like, no.
He was getting
Oh.
pulling the water.
I was getting really.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. It's
I
like
know.
30 minutes from
I'm
now
sorry.
in show time, which is probably like 20 minutes from now in podcast time.
I mean, while we're talking about that, just for a sec, I think he should have died.
I agree.
I love Tormund. I love his character. He's so much fun to watch, but I think he should have died there.
Me too. Like, we needed some more of that in the episode because of Game of Thrones-ness.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that moment as
We needed more not nameless people to die.
Right.
That's fair. I did notice that every single time someone died for dramatic effect, it was a nameless wildling that I didn't even notice was there until they died.
Yeah, except for
Right?
the two main characters
Like, where'd
that we
they
had
fucking
die.
come from?
Sarah doesn't count.
Yes, he does.
Okay, whatever. But I found that moment was Sandor's. I'm gonna call him the Hound because Sandor sounds weird. The Hound's inner episode redemption, seeing as he completely whiffed on Thoros. He let that fucker die. He 100% could have saved Thoros, but
Yep.
didn't because the bear was on fire and he's a pussy ass bitch.
Yep.
So I found that was like the redemption for like he didn't let Tormund die too. But I don't know, maybe that was just me noticing that, or I don't know. However, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yes,
Great.
check mark.
Great. I do have 2 minor complaints about this episode,
Shoot.
and that was about it. True story. Gendry and the Raven that they sent from the wall got together later on to produce the line of... Yeah, I was going to go Usain Bolt, but I'll take the Flash. Because that was the fastest fucking Raven I have ever seen or heard of.
Yeah, that was one night, and somehow Gendry managed to run back
they
there.
were on that fucking island for a week and a half.
Yeah, like that. They were fucking making campfires.
They don't
like,
have instant text messages to send back. Like,
No.
there's no way that... Gendry must be literally freaking Barry
Yeah.
Allen, and that Raven is the flying equivalent. He's Clark Kent. He's fucking zooming across the world, turning back time and shit.
Yeah.
1970s, boy. Was that 70s? I don't know.
70s
Not
Superman
important.
could just do everything.
I know.
Wanna
Yeah, that's
juggle
true.
planets? Go for it.
That was true. I found that was like...
Yeah.
That was another one of the memes, was like the 100-meter dash winner was Gendry compared... And then there's the javelin throw
Yeah.
that we'll get back to.
Yeah. But those were my only complaints with the episode, but minor enough that I don't really care.
My complaints were I don't like 4 pickup trucks in my wildling armies, thank you.
I disagree. I think of all the pickup trucks, the Ford's the way to go.
See, I don't see White Walkers driving pickup trucks. I find them driving more of a luxury vehicle.
No, really, see, I picture them more of like a crossover, like minivan sedan sort of thing. You can
Like
get your
a
whites in there.
Subaru.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, like,
Andrew, I'm picturing your car, the Journey, right?
Yeah.
Like something enough you could get your squad in, get your other
I'm
White
thinking
Walker
more
mates.
of a minivan.
Yeah,
like
Just, the Night King's driving along with all the soccer kids in the back, and then it's like, okay, guys, I'm gonna raise my arm now. Attack.
okay, but like I think they have too much pride to be in like the back seat. Like they're when they start fighting for who gets the middle seat, like things will start dying because they're powerful. I feel like in a sports car, every seat's the cool seat because you're in a sports car.
Well, see, okay, I think in your head you're picturing multiple White Walkers in a van.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the Night King and then just a bunch of whites.
Oh, and they all have like their own van.
Yeah.
That would make more sense. I was
Yeah.
gonna say like I don't see the White Walkers sharing a van. I feel like they're all like because like at least in a convertible like they're all like they put
Hair
sunglasses
blowing.
on. Yeah, except for the Night Kings because he has Darth Maul horns.
Horns.
Did you
No.
see? I saw the one. It was a meme. It was a picture of Darth Maul and a picture of the Night King. It's like when you unlock a new skin for your character because they both have like the same horns.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I saw a meme, it was Darth Maul and Elsa from Frozen, and they're holding this little baby with the Night King's face photoshopped on.
That's amazing.
We
Okay.
got super off track there.
But real important. Did anyone else find the White Walker, the Night King's nose grew about Pinocchio style?
What?
He looks different.
He does. He has a bigger nose. He was clearly lying to
Compared
someone.
to when?
Season 5.
They changed actors.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
There was an actor change. I can't remember what season, but there was an actor change at some point.
Because his nose was taking me out of the show right from
What the fuck, man?
Shut up.
There's literally fucking dragons and sword fights, and you're worrying about the guy's nose?
Yeah, he was clearly telling people he was a real boy.
You're an idiot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at a picture right now, and he fucking looks different as shit.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I don't know. I knew there was an actor change, so I probably just ignored whatever differences I saw. I feel like we should just talk about the north of the wall bit all, like, by itself.
Yeah, there
We
wasn't
want- what,
much.
other than Tyrion and Daenerys, what we can get to in a second, what else was there outside of that?
I feel like there was Arya and some
There
Sansa
was
stuff.
Arya
Right.
and Sansa being poorly written by the writers
I
for
agree.
just arguing
Big
for
fuck by
argument's sake
Littlefinger.
when it easily could have been resolved if they just fucking talked and communicated like normal people.
Or
But they're not normal people.
Like-
Sansa's a rape victim and Arya's a sociopath.
Or I heard, like, this one podcast I listened to, he has the best way of describing situations like that. You can solve any situation like that with a post-it note on the fridge. Just a little passive-aggressive post-it note just explaining the words when they go to grab a glass of milk. It's just, they can just read it and go, oh, yeah, you know what, that's what you meant. I don't need to be mad at you and propel the plot.
Okay, there, Kiara.
Yeah, or, hey, they were gonna kill me if I didn't write that. I obviously didn't mean it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Well, didn't she say something like that and Arya's like, didn't believe her?
yeah, probably.
Okay, well, you know what? Those scenes are almost inconsequential. The only cool part is like the fact that Arya had faces. Did
Yeah.
you see Walder Frey's? That was Walder Frey's,
Yes.
eh?
Yeah, definitely.
That was cool. I don't know. I'm those scenes are literally nothing to me, because I'm waiting for Littlefinger to reveal his plan. Those scenes aren't about Arya and Sansa. Every single time I see those scenes, the main character of those scenes to me is Littlefinger.
I totally.
He doesn't even have to be there. I just know this is exactly what he wants. I just don't know why yet, and that bothers me to a little bit because he's smarter than I am and I know it.
Yep.
But I don't know. Any Arya Sansa scenes basically that have happened so far, are Littlefinger scenes, whether he's there or not.
Yeah.
So, what else was there? There wasn't Bran. Was there any Jaime's there seen that?
Nope, their names didn't pop up.
And then what other storylines are there? Samwell? No Samwell, right?
Nope.
So other than that, it would have been just Daenerys and Tyrion, right?
Yeah, and I can't remember what they did.
I actually watched a really interesting. Was it a watch or read? I don't know. At some point, I used one of my senses, ears or eyes, to
Tasted an article.
I tasted the article to. It made a weird but cool point about the cinematography surrounding Tyrion and Daenerys and how it's changed recently. So, I haven't noticed it because I'm oblivious at sometimes to things like this. But apparently, throughout the show, when it came to angles and such like that, they've always had it. Tyrion and Daenerys pose as equals, or they'll manipulate the camera so even though Tyrion's so much shorter, they kind of look like they're standing on the same level-ish, or she'll sit down so they like the same level, stuff like that, to show how Daenerys and Tyrion are seen as, like, they see each other as equals in their relationship. However, after Tyrion's spectacular military failures recently, in this last scene, they did the opposite, where they really showcased Tyrion's disparity with Daenerys' size.
Yeah.
Almost all the scenes with Tyrion, as like his perspective was looking up at Daenerys' faces, and around Daenerys was always looking down at Tyrion.
Yeah.
Giving off the fact that she's kind of not. I don't know if to like say not trusting him, or just like she's kind of done with listening to him. Almost, I want to say.
Yeah.
Which is scary.
Yes, it is.
Because Daenerys is not that smart.
No, Tyrion is one of the only hands that didn't die.
That's true. And the only I will disagree with Tyrion on the peace thing, or like the not burning down everyone's life thing. I thought she should have just killed everyone, but that's just me. But all in all, Tyrion is one of her biggest assets as a potential ruler, because he's just a smart but also really good guy, whereas like Qyburn's smart but sadistic as fuck.
Yes, he is.
So if she kind of starts shoving him aside, that might become problems for her potential, maybe not even reign if it ever happens. I saw that article and thought it was really interesting. Past that, it's really just Daenerys getting mad at Tyrion, though, so there's not too much else to say about it. And most of the episode obviously was focused on Beyond the Wall.
Yeah.
So,
before we jump to Beyond the Wall, is Ghost dead? What? Where?
No.
No.
He should be still at Castle
He's
Black.
at the Night's Watch,
Okay,
right?
that's what I thought, but they just haven't made reference to him in a season, so I've just been kind of worried that I missed something.
No, he should be at Castle
Okay,
Black,
good.
and that's why we didn't see him when they went to the Wall this time. Is they're at Eastwatch.
Okay, good.
He should be with
Ed.
Ed.
Okay, good.
But yeah, so they went north of the Wall. We already talked about the banter. That was fun. And then there's the fiery bear, volley bear on fire.
That was really cool.
That was scary.
Yeah.
Intimidating as fuck. Was I the only one who saw that as an illusion that a dragon's gonna get turned, though?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it confirmed that they could turn animals that aren't like horses, because horses might just be like reined in as opposed to turned.
Yeah.
But like they turned that bear. Was I the
Yeah.
only one who took that as 100% a dragon's gonna get turned?
Yeah, I agree.
Whether it
And
happened that episode or not.
it was like, because me and my girlfriend, when we're watching it, we like to just, when there's quiet parts in the scene, we like to just try and throw some crazy speculations.
Yeah.
And I didn't say that because I knew it was going to happen. And I didn't want to ruin that for her, because in case she didn't make the connection herself,
fair.
I didn't want to be like, yeah, we're definitely going to see a dragon turn, and then she'd be like, what? And then it happens, she'd be like, oh, that's underwhelming now. So, I don't know if I had that effect, but that was my goal behind not saying anything, but I totally agree.
Fair enough.
Saw it almost immediately after that.
Am I the only one who gets hardcore wrecked whenever Beric and used to be Thoros turn the swords on fire?
Because
I freaking love that.
So the first time Beric did it, he kind of like touched his sword and then did something. But then the second time, he did it full on just lightsaber, like turned it on. Like,
No, he put his hand there. He strokes the bottom. He strokes the bottom and
he
it goes
the
to fire.
second time.
I
tried to watch for it.
It's subtle, but he does it. It's kind of like syphilis. You kind of just touch it at the base and then it's on fire everywhere.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. You got me.
I don't know. I just fucking love it. It's so cool. They literally they pull the swords and it's like on fire. It's like you should probably teach everyone that because that may be help later. Oh yeah.
Well,
is it magic? Is it practical effects? I don't know.
Because now they're one-man fiery sword down.
One fiery sword down. Replace that with John. He's kind of a better fighter than Thoros was anyway.
It's kind of like minor spoiler for Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, but that episode Rey makes a minor lightsaber.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Which is stupid as fuck. Remember that one, Andrew?
No.
Oh, it's the one where they're in Camelot.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
right.
it's important, but essentially he puts the ion blasters, he rewires them through the sword, so he makes a lightsaber instead of just shooting people in the face with his Iron Man repulsors.
Yes. We know Legends of Tomorrow has plot holes up the asshole. Anyways, but yeah. So there's the fiery bear. Thoros got mauled because Sandra's a pussy ass bitch. The Hound actually fucks up a lot that episode.
Yeah.
Why was he throwing rocks?
He was bored, okay?
Okay,
Tell me that you haven't got bored and thrown rocks before.
You've been sitting on
Okay,
that
but
ice.
I don't antagonize ice zombies that are there to kill me when there's a whole entire army surrounding us.
You would if you've been sitting on that block for a week and a half waiting for a raven to
No,
just
you know what I would do?
slowly
You know what I would do? I'd play tic-tac-fucking-toe with my sword. You want to know why? Because that is a very easy way to pass the time without endangering anyone.
For 2 weeks?
They weren't there for 2
You
weeks.
playing tic-tac-toe for 3 weeks?
They weren't there for 3 weeks. What the? Where's your time coming from? They would be dead.
I'm just going longer
You know
and longer
what?
because
The only thing that we have to go on for
travel.
time, because clearly the Gendry time thing doesn't make any fucking sense. The only thing we have to go off of is enough time passed for Thoros to die and become frozen.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way. They didn't bring me food.
No.
Humans can only survive for 7 days at most without food. Probably even less if you're in the frigid cold.
It's 3 weeks, just saying.
Yeah, it's without water, but they didn't have any water either.
Is it 3 weeks?
It's 3 weeks without food. I think it's a couple.
It's 3 days without water.
I think it's 48 hours without water.
There's 3 days. 3 days without water unless you die. I know that one for sure. The food one was like shaky.
So,
but
either they were there for a week and a half.
I feel like Thoros could have died in one night though. I took it as only one night passed.
The Raven was flying Mach 5.
Yeah. Mach 7 actually. I took it as one night pass. That's how I interpreted it. It was just one night. Now it could be wrong. I'm not omniscient, but that's just how I interpreted it. It was one night had passed, and Daenerys is just really fucking fast.
Yeah. See, my physics makes me angry with that scene, with all that, because
To be fair, we don't. Okay, the Raven, yes. We don't actually know how far in from the wall they were, though.
right.
So Gendry's
Gendry-
marathon hypothetically is in the air.
I could give Gendry. It's the Raven and the Dragon that bother me.
The dragon I will give too. Dragons are big.
Yes.
They can go fast.
That's a mystical being.
But
You
the
know what?
Raven, yeah, there's no way.
Another thing that they could have going for them is the actual speed of ravens. Because I mean, this is a reference back to Attack on Titan. But in one of those like mid-episode clips, they say that their horses are bred so they run 80 kilometers an hour. So maybe they're just specifically bred ravens to fly as fast as a fucking airplane.
Maybe
But I don't know. The Raven's the sketchiest part for me. Dragons are magic. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
We don't know how far they work, so I'll give Gendry
Yeah.
to you. Ravens. Have you seen a
of
map of Westeros?
It's in my
Dragonstone is
room.
pretty damn down south.
compared to Eastwatch. I mean, they line up pretty well.
I
It's
think
only
they're both on the East Coast,
yeah,
right?
it's a straight line.
Are they
It's
both on the East Coast?
Yep. Eastwatch by the sea.
Oh, I know
is on the
Eastwatch.
east, and Dragonstone. Yeah, if Dragonstone is here, she sailed in from
I thought
Essos.
they're on the west.
No, Pike's on the west.
Are you sure?
Yes, go take a look.
Wait, which one's west? You know what?
Never enter stinky washrooms.
I know that. That's mine too. That's what I always say.
I've been picturing
Never
Eastwatch by
eat
the sea
soggy
as,
worms.
I've been picturing Eastwatch as Westwatch the whole time.
Oh, no, that's the Shadow Tower.
Fuck. Well, it is now not Westwatch, and my geography has been fixed, and I understand where we are now. Thank you for that.
Do you know who we needed right now? Emma.
Geography majors OP. Anyways, pretending I didn't just
So-
sound like the biggest idiot ever.
So should we talk? We've talked about it a little bit, but should we mention the dragon in the room?
You know what? We can mention
I
the
figured we were
dragon.
going to do that last. Was there anything else we have to say about the episode other than the fact that Jon Snow just nonchalantly kills every White Walker he comes against for some reason? Am I the only one who notices the fact that Jon Snow just takes down White Walkers for a living now?
Well, he's now beaten Sam in White Walker kills.
Does he have 3 or 2?
2. And
Okay, but he
Sam
does
has
it like
1.
easily.
Well,
Like, he has not shown much. He
it's
killed
not-
that White Walker in like 30 seconds.
Right.
You think there's mystical beings
But
that are going to take over the world will at least hold
Jon
up in a 1v1?
has always been a good sword fighter.
Good.
Yes,
Jaime
but,
Lannister's better.
yes, but all you need with Valyrian steel on a White Walker is one connection. That
I don't know,
that was not a killing blow to kill a human.
Wasn't it? It hit him right in the torso, didn't it?
Yeah, but if you hit him in the torso, you weren't going to hit him hard enough to slice a human being. That would have chunked out either right on your armor, or it would have taken a good... You would have gone down.
You would have needed a lot of armor to survive that
Right,
hit.
you would have needed at least a dead man's plate.
Fuck off.
So you're going to go down probably, but you're not dead. But it's a one-hit kill for a
guess.
White Walker.
I don't know.
Right?
I just feel like the White Walkers that we've seen so far, other than the Night King, have been underwhelming in their fighting
I
capabilities.
agree. They're definitely...
Because, like, Jon Snow's a
pawns.
good sword fighter, but, like, he's not the greatest.
I agree.
So if Jon Snow's taking him down, like, imagine if Jaime were to somehow magically get his fighting abilities back. Jaime could probably, 1v5 those fuckers. Like, he was the best.
Yeah.
And compared to Jon Snow would, like, lose in a couple seconds to old
yeah.
Jaime Lannister. So, like, I don't know. It's probably a minor plot point that I'm harping on too much of it, but I just find it kind of weird and annoying that that Jon Snow just seems to, like, demolish White Walkers in an almost, like, comical way.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was not a long fight. It's not like they took down the Whites and then they're like, oh, we should probably help Jon, he's against the big boss.
Yeah.
It was like, Jon took them fucking down, I think, before all the Whites were
Yeah,
dead.
it did, and then that took him down.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what I was going to say.
Well, other than that, I guess we can go to the dragon. So yeah, obviously this is way too late. But spoiler alert: a dragon took a nice pick to the neck, and he's gone.
Yep.
Viserion went down.
Now, I think it should have been Rhaegal, just because of the people that she named her dragons after. Rhaegar was the first to die. I think that would have been more poetic, but I know why they left Rhaegal alive.
Why's that?
So Jon Snow can ride him.
So Jon Snow can ride Daddy?
Yes.
Like a coal. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna preface this by saying I knew a dragon was gonna. I didn't know. I thought a dragon was gonna get turned into a White Walker dragon at some point. A blue eyes white dragon.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You guys didn't pick up on that?
No!
You guys didn't pick up on that?
That
Come
thing's
on.
got 3,000 attack points.
I don't even watch or play Yu-Gi-Oh! And you guys didn't get that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
3,000 attack, 2,500 defense.
Awesome.
Why do you have that memorized?
Because it's a Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's 8 stars.
Anyways,
3 of them make Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon,
I
which
don't
is 4,000. 4,500 attack, 4,000 defense.
well, shut up. Stop giving me those eyes, you fucker. What was I saying? I knew a dragon was gonna get turned into White Walker eventually. I didn't know what happened that episode though, so that was fun. That Night King though, he's got a good arm.
He's
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Here's my problem. Okay, first of all, what's the Night King's goal?
Take over the lands. Kill everyone
Okay.
who's not dead.
Okay, so why wouldn't you throw it at the fucking biggest dragon there with all the people that you're trying to kill on the fucking dragon?
That's an easy question.
That one
Intimidation.
flying all the way over there, let's try to fucking pick him off.
Dude,
Why wouldn't he go for
Andrew?
the biggest threat?
Have you ever hunted gazelle with a pack of wolves? They don't go for the strongest gazelle. They pick the scraggly weak one first.
No. You're going too
He's not
sciencey.
trying to eat
There's-
he's not trying to eat the dragon.
There's a super easy answer to this. Plot
armor?
convenience.
Fuck.
That would kill all eight main characters at once. Game of Thrones is ballsy, but they can't do that. What are you gonna do without Jon Snow and Daenerys in one episode? Like, that's just not gonna happen. Not at least until the final season. Realistically, yeah, you're probably right. They probably should have aimed for the one with all the people on it, but like, tis what tis.
He got one.
He got one. I mean, I think having any dragons on your side is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, whites can't swim.
Don't
So do one of the White Walkers have to go down and attach those chains? Who lost rock, paper, scissors in the White Walker Council to be the one who has to swim underneath the water and attach the trains to Viserion?
Tired to buy the chains.
Yeah.
Where did they get those from? Did they have that planned all along? Did they know dragons were coming?
No,
Are
I
White
feel
Walkers
I feel like they
omniscient?
could have just taken their fast travel, gone to a convenience store.
Fast travel.
I mean, clearly everyone has fast travel unlocked in this universe now.
The Ravens especially. Why send a Raven when you can just send a instant text message?
Yeah, you can, an in-game message.
All chat. Daenerys, we need you. All chat. On my way. OMW. Smiley face.
But yeah, no, I agree. Like,
Fire.
how did they
emoji.
get the chains on him? And that's
Talking
why they
minions.
needed the pickup truck.
Oh, okay.
The Ford just has the torque to pull the dragon. It makes sense.
It all comes together. They invented cars to get dragons.
Yes.
Um.
And this episode's brought to you by Ford.
Yeah, go Fiesta.
Oh.
I don't know. I like the episode was so like battle driven that there isn't that much to say about it. But
Yeah.
it's, like it almost like makes me feel like I'm giving an underwhelming review or whatever because it was a good episode.
Yeah, I mean, the Game of Thrones battle scenes are amazing in themselves. There always have been the best thing on
Yeah.
television,
Oh, yeah.
CGI wise. But the reason I personally like the show isn't because it has really good gory graphics and really good shots of arrows flying over top and coming into Rickon's body. Like,
Oh.
but it's because they have really good writing and really good ways of their sexposition, and they have really good world
Say that
building.
again?
Sexposition? It's exposition when there's a new character or any type of sex.
Okay, I thought it was what you said.
Yeah.
Just making sure you didn't say exposition by accident when asking.
No. So that's what I like. I like the world. I like the possibilities of what could come in the future with character stuff. It's always been a character-driven show, so we're losing a bit of that as we're wrapping up, which I don't mind because the battles are amazing. But that's just kind of my disappointment on a whole.
Fair enough. I don't know. Like, it was. I just thought it was cool. You know.
Oh God, yeah.
My
Very
only.
cool.
Sorry.
I just agreed. Very cool.
Okay. I was gonna say my only complaint is the same thing Eric said earlier, is that every single time someone died for dramatic effect, it was like a no-name wildling that, I'll be 100% honest, I didn't even know they brought any no-name wildlings until one died. Until the bear scene when a no-name wildling was killed, I didn't actually realize they had brought any of them.
Yeah.
I thought it was just the Suicide Squad.
I've been calling them the Fellowship, but
I like the Suicide Squad because that's a suicide mission.
yeah.
I guess it's like the Suicide Squad plus the SEALs now. The wildlings are just the SEALs, the no-name people who die when
Yeah.
you don't want to kill a main character but need to kill someone.
Or we
And,
can call them the Boromirs.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't think I have much else to add.
No, yeah, again, it was mostly fighting, so there's not much to say. Unless we wanted to describe the fight scenes for the visually impaired, because we've been really mean to them today.
No, let's just stick with pissing them off. You don't get nothing!
Nothing, Matt, my boy.
I feel like our only other talking point about this episode is he didn't do it, but John has verbally bent the knee.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah, you're right.
I
I
almost
forgot about that.
That wasn't the thing I picked up from that scene. I picked up fuck me eyes from Daenerys.
Oh, both.
Like, I was
Oh.
like,
I picked up sad eyes. I don't know about you.
well,
but
yeah, her child just died, but at the same time, she wants Jon Snow's 8 inches. She wants,
So this
she wants some snow between her fiery legs.
she wants his long claw.
Shoot. Oh, I was gonna say that. Fuck.
Yes.
Wait, did anyone read an article regarding Longclaw visually changing during that episode?
No.
Okay, I was doing something, but I didn't have time to read it. But there was someone who said something about Longclaw in that scene where Jon Snow's under ice and like about to scramble back up, and it kind of focuses on Longclaw for a second. That the hilt changes, and it has something to do with Benjen Stark showing up. By the way, rest in peace, Benjen Stark.
Oh, yeah. Cold Hands is back.
Cold Hand's gone. Like gone now. But apparently something happened with the sword, like it blinked or something like that. When and that's how Benjen knew. I don't know. If I find the article again, I'll read it and maybe bring it up next time.
I read an article about it, and the director said that it was just something that happened on the camera. It wasn't like intentionally shot that way.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's fair. I saw an article about it. Didn't know if anyone had read anything about it. Obviously, Andrew did. And he knew better. But yeah, that I don't know how I got onto that. I was talking about Daenerys' fucking eyes.
Yeah. My friend texted me. I asked him a question. He's like, "So have John and Dany banged yet?" I'm like, no, but I think it's gonna happen soon. And he's like, incest for the wincest.
Oh, I was just gonna make an incest joke. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I guarantee they'll have sex. I insisted. Or I incested.
Ah!
Yeah, I said it wouldn't be Game of Thrones without it.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, once Jaime kills Cersei, we're gonna have to have some incest.
Yeah.
If Jaime kills Cersei, I just hope he does. It's my favorite, but my favorite thought point is the fact that Cersei dies with a shock on her face. God, I want Cersei to die. Why isn't Cersei dead?
I mean, next episode, we'll see.
Please kill her.
Or maybe she's gonna live on longer because spite.
Cause spite. They're just like, there's this one kid in Canada who hates this character.
God.
We should just keep her alive. I'm
It's-
pretty sure most people hate Cersei.
It's the same reason Leo has only got the one Oscar. It's just the people trolling with everyone.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I guess next episode we'll have to see Cersei maybe die and
Yeah.
Jon Snow fuck the shit out of Daenerys. Oh yeah. I love the look on her face when she saw the stab wound on his chest. The
Yeah.
knife to the heart thing really makes sense now, eh?
Yeah, I wonder if that's how it's gonna be. He's gonna open up and
She's gonna be like, so, you look like Oliver Queen after you got back from Lian Yu. He'll be like, yeah, I took a knife in the chest for my people. Like
used to be an adventurer like you.
Used to
so
be an
I took
adventurer, took an arrow to the knee. Oh fuck! I'm getting to the point where I'm running out of jokes here.
Yeah, me too. I think we should give it some ratings then.
All right, let's give her some ratings.
Andrew.
Okay, I am going to give it 4 kissed by fire, beautiful gingers.
Nice. Clayton.
I'm gonna give it 8 fire bears.
Okay.
Fire bear.
I'm gonna give it.
Dude.
I'm gonna give it 13 Ford F-150s.
Fuck off! Fuck off! All right.
And with that, we'd like to thank our sponsor. Thanks, Ford.
Ram.
Built Ford White Walkers.
Oh.
Well, that's been the show, everyone. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening. If you actually listened this far,
Fucking hell, we probably
If-
annoyed everyone off of
if
it
you
by now.
have gotten this far and we haven't offended you, tell someone else that we can't offend or have offended. It's up to you. However you want to play that.
Or if you just have any blind friends that you want to make cry.
Yes.
Bring them on board.
Yes. If you want to reach the show, we're at the Mediocre Co. On Twitter. We're at the Mediocre Co. at Outlook.com. My personal Twitter is at Eric Wire. Guys, we have 9 Twitter followers now.
What the fuck?
7 real ones that aren't Andrew and I.
Who?
You know, this one comic book guy. He's writing this comic book called. Oh shit! Hang on. I should. It looks kind of interesting. Hang on.
Why is he following us if he's doing anything worth time?
Haven't figured that out. Zombie with a Shotgun. It's a comic about zombies.
With
What's a
shotguns?
shotgun?
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So
You should make a follow-up series called Whites with Shotguns.
would that be
So,
lights?
can we talk about for 1 second before we close it? We have 2 verified followers, and I don't know why.
Yep. I don't know. I have no answer for you.
Do they watch the show?
I have no idea.
Hear the show?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Listen to the
Both
show?
of them are actors. Like,
Are they famous? Ryan Reynolds?
it's not Ryan Reynolds.
Fuck! Thought we'd have some Canadian homeboy in here.
No, I think they're both British. I haven't looked into the second guy, but
Oh well, I'm still happy that they're here.
yeah, we appreciate you, even if you're just following for extra followers. I don't care. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Um,
Like a Pop-Tart, I appreciate your existence.
All right then. I think that's us.
Yeah, probably should be. We've been in here for a while.
Yeah, we
More
have.
People.
Lower your expectations, everyone. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.